Hi guys, welcome to Angolra Hangolva. I'm Tunde. This is the 6th episode of the 7 magical language skills. Actually, today we are going to deal with the vocabulary. Vocab is everything when it comes to learning a foreign language. It's the same in English, because without words, without expressions, vocabulary, you can hardly express yourself. Though so many students suffer from this phenomenon of boosting their vocab because it's hard many times to remember the learned vocabulary. The problem is that they are just trying to swat the words and not connecting them. And this is the first technique of boosting your vocabulary. Try to connect the new vocab with something. Let it be similar sounding words in your mother tongue, or connect it with the context, or connect it with another word, or even connect it with a sentence. Those are extremely useful for the long-term memory because you will be able to use them better and remember them better too. The next technique, which is great, is when you learn, for example, synonyms or antonyms together. It's also good because you will be able to express yourself in a more varied way, and you can smarten up your English therefore. Word formation is another great tool for that, because there are some patterns that you will also realize. For example, some logical points. I'm sure on the internet you will find loads of exercises on word formation boosters. Number 3 is a must for every language learner, and that is using a monolingual dictionary. Monolingual dictionaries will help you boost your vocab and your comprehension in general. When I'm, for example, hesitant about the use of a word, I always go and check it, look it up in a monolingual dictionary, because based on the context, you will see and you will understand how to use that. So it's not just for comprehension, but also for finding new vocab. For example, expressions are often listed below of each section. Check it out. Number 4 is, I would prescribe it again to every single language learner, is learning new vocabulary every single day. If you would like to constantly improve regarding your vocab, then you should constantly improve this skill as well. Now, some people say that just learn one word each day. Well, you can do that, but as I said, learning words individually will not really help you a lot. But if you learn them in a sentence or with a specific context, it will help you remember that better and also to use it. I normally recommend to my students to learn approximately 5 up to 10 new words in context or in sentences on a daily basis, and that's going to be quite an intensive way of improvement. The next one is try to revise the newly acquired vocabulary quite often. Revision is inevitable in language acquisition because it again helps us to remember better. There's a technique called the spaced repetition method, which is based on this. And apps such as Quizlet or Anki can help you with the revision. And if you don't like the digital word itself, then you can also use your own notes, having a notebook and kind of revising them on a regular basis. The thing is, if it's used in a digital form, like in Anki or in Quizlet, they are not going to be in orders, and that can help you test your vocabulary better. So I would stick to that if I were you, and if you haven't tried them out, give them a try. Mind maps are the next ones, because they are also good to connect vocabulary with other words. For example, when it comes to thematics. By thematics, I mean different topics of vocabulary, let it be traveling, shopping. And by brainstorming and collecting related words to a given topic will help you connect the words better. So check out mind maps on the internet. They are extremely good boosters of your vocab. Collocations and context learning is a must, because as I said, the context will help you remember the words properly. However, collocations are vital again in boosting your vocabulary because there are some given words which could be used only together. For example, make a decision or heavy traffic. And when you learn them together in collocations, again, your vocabulary will be much better and your use of vocab will be more precise. So go for them. And there are great collocation dictionaries on the internet, including Oxford, which has a good collocation dictionary. Check it out also. Last but not least, I always tell my students to try to find and figure out their learning styles. Now I know that, and I guess you also know that there are 3 main learning styles called visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Everybody has a bit of all of these. However, I also experimented it during the years. It has kind of proved that most of the time there is one which is stronger than the other, or there are 2 which are dominant in a way. And if you know how to learn based on your learning styles, you can also boost your vocab acquisition. So try to figure out your own learning styles. There are some tests on the internet on this topic, and by that you will be able to recognize where should you change in your vocabulary learning technique. You know, it's not enough if we just learn. It's inevitable to learn how to learn. And this part will help you on that a lot. And by focusing on just 1 or 2 learning styles will help you remember the vocabulary better. There we are. I'm curious about your techniques. How are you boosting your vocabulary? Do you read? Do you listen to a lot of stuff? Do you learn words individually or in sentences? Please share it below. And I do hope you found some interesting tricks or tips in this video. In the next and the last episode, we will deal with grammar. So please follow me on my YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to my channel below. And don't forget to give me a thumb up if you liked it. Thank you so much and take care. Bye.